Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Washing 3 times in the morning when you wake up because of Ruach Raah, some evil spirit that's on the hand. The Daf Yomi, Kuftet, Amid Aleph, talks about washing 3 hands. And you go to the codes, the Shulchan Aruch, Magen Avram, they all speak about it. You have to wash 3 times. They tell you how to wash to get rid of the Ruach Raah. The right hand, the left hand, the right hand, the left hand, the right hand, the left hand. 3 times, and that's how you're going to remove the Ruach Raah. The Gra says another time you need a 4th time because the Ruach Raah was removed from your hands, but now the water still has this. You need a 4th one to wash off the water. Interestingly enough, the Gemara writes it. Main Mishpat refers to the Shulchan Aruch. There is no Rambam on this. Now, in the previous prakim, we saw there are times that the Rambam has halachot from Shabbat and not the Shulchan Aruch. When it comes to the shir, when you're obligated and chayiv in a korban, if you carry this amount or that amount, the Rambam has it because you need to know whether you have to bring a korban. The Shulchan Aruch says, no, it's all usher anyway. Shulchan Aruch didn't bring down all of those halachot. Here's the opposite. The Rambam does not bring anything about Ruach Raah, and the Shulchan Aruch and the Magen Avram and the Mishnah Berurah and the Gra, and all the poskim have it. So this is a fascinating area where the Rambam and his Maimonidean philosophy has no place for Ruach Raah. There's some evil spirit in the morning in the hands. You need to wash it 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. He doesn't have that. We know in his guide to Perplexed and in chapter 11 in Hechat Avodah Zarah, he's not into all these kind of mystical things. While the Masorah, the Gemara, certainly the Bali Masorah, the Gemara, the Rishonim, most of them do have these things. So this is a fascinating intersection between the Rambam's philosophy, which often is just a philosophical discussion between him and others, and then it comes down to halacha l'maisa, where it's not just a theoretical discussion. That's how you start off a day. The Shulchan Mishnah points out a man has to wash 3 times or 4. A child has to wash. The woman has to wash. A guy doesn't because Ruach Raah doesn't apply to a guy. So it's a whole nother world here. So it's fascinating to see how a theoretical, philosophical discussion, which often exists between the Rambam and others, over here is not just theoretical. It's very much halacha l'maisa, how to go and explain the ideas behind this side and that side, not for now. But it's just fascinating to see how the theoretical, philosophical arguments come down to practical halacha every single day. L'maisa, the classical poskim do bring it down. Shulchan Aruch has, Mishnah Berurah has it, if I'm not mistaken, Klal Yisrael more or less, mostly. Maybe some Maimonideans don't. Everyone has to check that out, but the simple pshat is that people wash 3 times in the morning because the Ruach Raah, according to the Mishnah Berurah, Magen Avram, Gra, Shulchan Aruch, etc. Shalom.